Welcome back to News 12 Now. This morning, we are so glad you are waking up with us on this Monday morning. Hey, speaking of Mondays, we have our Monday meal segment, and joining us now is Elaine Boyd with Burger Fit. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Fantastic.
Good to see you.
You too.
Glad to see you back here. Elaine makes recipes that are healthy for you and your family, which is so important these days. It's hard as families trying to find a healthy meal for the kids to eat when you're on the run all the time, going from point A to point B all the time.
On the run, and kids are just so picky. They don't want to eat vegetables. So I came up with the idea of Burger Fit, and actually I say they're great for anybody 2 to 92 because I actually came up with the idea because my father wouldn't eat vegetables. But the idea with Burger Fit, they're meat burgers. So I start with ground beef. You can use ground chicken, ground turkey, and then I mix vegetables in with it.
Which is wonderful. And you don't even taste the vegetables. If your kids are picky out there like mine, you don't even taste the vegetables.
You can't. They don't even know that they're in there. And St. Patrick's Day is coming up, and so it's the perfect time to have an excuse for green food.
Absolutely. So we are making a pesto burger, correct?
Yes,
okay.
The zucchini pesto burger. And so you start off and you can saute the zucchini and spinach. It cooks down so fast, those two vegetables, and you throw it in the food processor.
And that's all you need to do?
That's all you need to do. Then you throw it with the ground meat. I have some over here. You would just mix this all together, pesto, salt, and that's it. And you just make a burger how you normally would. You can do it in a skillet. You can do it on the grill. It's starting to be springtime, so it's a wonderful time to get outside.
Absolutely. And if you can take a close look at these burgers, it almost looks like it's pepper on it. I don't think anyone would really know, especially it's on a bun. I don't think anybody would really know.
They don't, and I will even, for my kid and my family, if they're picky, I just put cheese, fix the burger for them, and they don't see it. They don't know.
Absolutely, absolutely. Tell us a little bit about some of this spiraling as well,
Yes, so this is zucchini. Have you ever spiralized before?
I have not.
All right, well, I waited way too long to spiralize. So you just take a zucchini, and I'm going to let you do this.
Oh, goodness,
You stick it in here, and it's seriously, that's all you have to do, and just start spinning.
So where do you get this at?
You can get them on Amazon. You can get them online. They're so easy to do, and you can see now all the zoodles are starting to come out.
Absolutely.
This is a great way to substitute a carb noodle with a healthy vegetable. Kids love doing it. My son helps me zoodle all the time, and they get to be really long. So we'll pick some up here so they can see, have fun playing with it a little bit while you're making them.
And do your kids really like this? Do they enjoy eating it all the time?
They don't eat it. They don't necessarily eat zoodles all the time, but I try to incorporate them in the kitchen because I started having them slice carrots, and now he'll eat carrots. So, if they're familiar with it, they want to taste it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Tell us a little bit about some of the other meals that you have out here.
So I tried to do more of a green theme, again, taking advantage of St. Patrick's Day. So this is cheese noodles tossed in pesto with the Burger Fit burgers blended in with them. You can make them like little meatballs too. So just sneaking in those vegetables wherever you can. For me, I always incorporate vegetables in with what I'm eating. So I put it over a bed of spinach. For kids, you could just do the noodles and the pesto.
Yum.
And the ravioli. This one here, it is a lentil, kale, and spinach noodle.
Lentil, kale, and spinach noodle. Where do you find those at?
I bought it at the grocery store.
Okay.
They cook just like regular noodles. They taste like regular noodles. So again, just getting those vegetables in with them without, if you're trying to do gluten-free or just try to eat less wheat and carb products. So a great way too. And you can do, of course, marinara, which most kids love spaghetti.
They do.
But you can also have fun with it. Do it with a pesto. Chimichurri, I've just started playing around with a little bit more, which is kind of more oregano and vinaigrette with oil. So a great little substitute. And another great way to get vegetables in without kids realizing it is spaghetti squash.
I have never done this before. Now, I love squash, and I try to hide the vegetables where I can from my kids. But I have never tried this one on them because they love noodles. And I'm so afraid they're going to say, no, Mom, I'm not eating this. But it looks just like spaghetti noodles.
And I brought this other half just to show all you have to do is get a fork after you cook it, and you just pull it apart like this.
So it's really simple. How long did you cook the squash?
It's about 30, it depends on how big. Now, I picked a smaller one just to make it easier on this segment, but they have huge ones too. I cook it for about 30 to 40 minutes on about 400 degrees.
Which you want to get it to the right consistency because you want them to feel like they're eating the noodle. So that's kind of the issue. So if you're getting a squash this size, you say 30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah,
and if you get a bigger one,
it's probably closer to an hour. You can also put it up to 425. The thing that I found with them is that if you're checking on them, after about 40 minutes, you're going to be able to catch it. You just want to be able to pull those noodles down easily with a fork. But they're so easy. You can, and one thing I used to do is I used to cut it long ways, which is difficult. And then I realized you don't have to cut it that way. If you cut it down the middle here, it's much easier. You scoop out the seeds, and then I just throw it in a pan. I don't put a lot of pressure on myself.
You have so many great tips for moms out there and for folks who want to eat more vegetables in their diet. How can they get your books and learn more about you?
They can go to getburgerfit.com. We have all of our books for sale on there, and then we also are on Amazon as well. So really easy. We're all Amazon shoppers these days.
Absolutely. It's quick and easy. All right. Thank you so much, Elaine, for coming on this morning, and thanks for giving us some ideas that are really healthy for our families. It's so important, folks.
Thank you.
All right. Good to see you. Stay with us, everybody. We'll be right back with a look at today's top local stories. Plus, Chip says rain all week other than today. So you want to stay tuned for the forecast. We'll be right back.